Hey everybody, it's Mr. Fred Please, Sensei Fred, Mr. Fred, however you know me, here in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And we are in the sweatshop today. And what we are going to demonstrate with my able-bodied assistant here is a technique called swinging pendulum. Swinging pendulum. Now, swinging pendulum is along the same lines of a yellow belt technique, or for the kids, an orange belt technique called intellectual departure. So if we remember back to our training with intellectual departure, this is for somebody coming with a very quick front leg or a super fast back leg. Although in this case, it is for something that pops up quick. So on intellectual departure, when that kick comes at me, what I do is I move from 12 o'clock to 10:30. And again, I'm in my right neutral, so I'm staying in the right neutral. Got the hands up here, and all of a sudden here comes this quick kick. Now I'm gonna do what's called a downward outward block, scoop it out of the way, rear kick, and an obscure chop or a 45-degree angle chop. Which is
delayed, no, not
delayed
sword.
Yep, delayed sword.
Delayed sword flipped upside down.
That's right. Now, here's our next what if. What if they don't come with a straight kick? What if they come with a wheel kick
Roundhouse.
or a big roundhouse kick? Guess what? We're going to use the same principle. So again, from here, what I'm going to do is get off the line of fire. So if that kick is coming at me and they're at 12 and I'm essentially at 6, what I want to do is I want to move my target. So every time I go from point A to point B, I'm moving the target. Now, for a fighter, okay, what I'm doing is I'm swinging, I'm moving, okay? And I'm getting off to that 45-degree angle so I can still attack. So you'll notice a lot of really great fighters. What they'll do is they'll come at you, pop, pop, and then they move, okay? This is the same idea of being very defensive. So from here, instead of trying to duck or try to get out of the way, all I'm gonna do is move the target. Now, what happens to the attacker is this. And I'm gonna have my son here. If he's in a fighting guard, okay? And let's just say we've turned it and I'm coming at him from 12 o'clock. And I think he's gonna be at 6. So as I'm using him as a target, I'm not gonna think he's gonna move. So when I come up and around, I think he's right there, I'm gonna nail him. As soon as he moves, whoops, he's just not there, okay? So one of my great friends in life, superior martial artist, is Bobby Leach, okay? And Salvador Bobby Leach was on the 1996 Olympic Taekwondo team, and he got this through his training. But Salvador would always say, make them miss, make them pay. Make them miss, make them pay. And this is exactly what you do on intellectual departure, or in this case, swinging pendulum. So here I am, okay? I'm ready to drill this kid with this roundhouse kick. I'm gonna nail him. And what does he do? He makes me miss, okay? Now the next step is he's gonna make me pay, all right? So over here, fighting guard for me, facing the camera. So again, we're gonna take this philosophy of make them miss, make them pay. So here comes this roundhouse kick, and all of a sudden we move. Now as we move, we're gonna do an inward block and a downward block simultaneously, okay? Or what we, or Ed Parker would term, the universal block. So from here, I'm in my fighting guard. And what I'm gonna do is I'm essentially gonna create a wall of protection.
Like this?
With both arms. I'm just gonna move your arm this way so it's a little more deflective. Okay, wrist straight, and boom, okay? And I'm gonna get out in front of it. In my perfect world, I'm actually gonna attack the knee to upper thigh. Okay, so I'm gonna really try to hit the, what they call the up end of the circle, okay? So from here, we've already got our fighting guard, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it. Now, the simple thing to do is I'm gonna take a little bit of a step, and I'm gonna turn my inward block down, and my downward block out. So I'm gonna bang, like this, okay? Then from here, quick elbow strike, obscured elbow, okay? We call it swinging pendulum for 2 reasons. 1, that's the swing, and 2, because you are sort of on a pendulum with your arms and your legs, you're getting that constant moving. So, from the fighting guard, here we are. They're coming at us now, this kick is rounded. So it could be either off the front leg, or if they're coming with that big back leg kick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take myself, and I'm gonna move my target. This is the most important part. I'm gonna make a miss. Boom. Now, as I make a miss, I'm gonna attack with that inward downward block, or what we call the universal block. Now, once we've got them sort of snuffed out. Here comes the pay part. So we switch our hands. Bam! This is going to go right to the groin. Then from here, I'm going to ride this elbow up, obscure up their body. Boom! Catch them right underneath the chin. Now, if we're in our fighting guard, okay? I'm going to knock this kid out now. Okay?
This is hard.
It is hard. But you know what? Anything that is easy and takes no work, sometimes is not the best thing for us. But if we have to put in a little work, all of a sudden that hard becomes easy. So now I'm going to drive this kick. So what's he going to do? He's going to move. So as I'm firing this kick, he's going to move. Now as he does that, these arms are going to stay strong. So I want you to keep your arms right there. Okay? So what he's going to do is he's going to attack. Bah! Now I land. I'm wide open. So what's he going to do? Hammer to the groin as this hand comes up and checks. Okay? Because it's likely he's going to hit me and I'm going to go bah! Now from here, he's going to take his elbow, ride right up the body, catch me right in the jaw. Okay? Now I'm going to switch so you can see a little bit better. Fighting guard. Okay? I'm going to come at him. So as I come at him, he's moving. Boom!
No.
Now, this is dropping right down to the groin. While this protects. Ugh. Now he's going to take this elbow, he's going to ride right up, boom, catch me right underneath. And then he's going to cross off. This is what we call swinging pendulum. I'm going to have him do it to me. Okay? So again, he's going to come fighting guard. He's angry. He's going to throw off that front leg. Boom! I'm going to move him and I'm going to open him up. Now, without hesitation, bam! I'm going to catch him. Then, pop. Cross off. Now, I know what you're asking me. So how do you pull this off at a tournament? Easy peasy. Fighting guard. Throw your kick. Bam. Catch him right up top. Okay? So, many Kempo people, most specifically Grandmaster Dennis Toaston, has used this technique to perfection. Okay? Over and over and over again. But it goes back to that principle, make them miss, make them pay. So again, if we're facing your direction, they're coming this time with a round circular kick. All we're going to do is we're going to move from facing 12 o'clock to facing 10:30. There's that inward, downward stop. Now immediately I'm going to move towards my target, switch hands, bam, and then elbow up. Cross off when I'm done. This is called swinging
Swinging pendulum.
All right, go home and practice that one.